শ্রদ্ধা স্যার জুনিয়র একাডেমির প্রতিষ্ঠাতা পরিচালক, যারা আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানের প্রধান অতিথি, আমাদের সবারই প্রিয় জনাব জুনায়েদ আহমদ স্যারকে আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের প্রধান অতিথির বক্তব্য দেওয়ার জন্য আমাদের পক্ষ থেকে সবাই অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি।
So, good evening, my dear students. So today is a special day as we gather here to celebrate the completion of the spoken batch 25. And I couldn't be prouder of the progress that each one of you has made. So I'm very happy that you have arranged such a wonderful program that no other students of other batch couldn't thought of. So in my speech at the very beginning, I want to start with a very important message, so pay attention. Completing the course of 2 months doesn't mean you should draw a full stop to your English learning journey, right? As I have told you all the time that these 24 classes of the course is not enough for learning English. You have to give your full efforts and continue learning. Learning is a lifelong process, right? So you have to continue this learning throughout your whole life. But in order to become a fluent speaker, you don't need whole life. You just need maybe a couple of weeks ahead. So I encourage you to continue the learning and do not stop here at this moment. So at the beginning, I want to ask you one question and answer me in yes or no. Will you continue your learning after today?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So at this point, let me share my feelings about teaching you over the last 2 months or around 60 days. Teaching such enthusiastic and fantastic students like you was an absolute joy. I was really enjoying the time which I spent with you, and I really savored the moment in my classroom. It was very rewarding and fulfilling to see your language skills grow over time. And now, today, when some of you were delivering the speech in front of me, and in the speech, you were showing your gratitude and you were thanking me. But you can imagine that how much thankful I am that you liked our service and you were attentive while you were doing your course. That is why you have managed to become such a fluent speaker that maybe most of you didn't have any experience of coming to the dais and hold the microphone and give a speech, and for the first time you came here and you were more or less fluent, right? When our course started, some of you started with little experience, and most of you were really beginner, right? At the 0 level or the very beginning level, you started your learning. And in my first classes, this is my first target, that I want to eradicate the fear of English from the students of my batches. So within first couple of classes, I try to do this, and later I start with the little bit harder topic, comparatively critical topics like passive voice, conditional, relative clauses, and tenses. But none of the classes seemed hard with batch 25. And especially if you ask me, I would say that the best performer batch so far from 2021, that's in the beginning of the institution, and now batch number 25. And I really mean it. So I want to address another point. When I was teaching in the classroom, sometimes I used to maintain a strict tone. I used to be harsh, and sometimes I became a little bit rude maybe. But do I apologize for this? Not really, because I think that you are smart enough to understand this, that this was a form of motivation and form of inspiration that I wanted to give you to inspire you to reach your fullest potential. And it is, I'm glad to say now, because your class has been already finished, you were really respecting, you were really humbled, and maybe the students, most respectful students in my whole life. So thank you very much for being so good. And I encourage you to remember my rudeness, that the emphasis that I used to give you on maintaining a strict routine, study routine, and I hope that you will maintain this. I want to assure again that you already know, but again, in today's class, today's program, I want to assure this, that Juliet Academy never says goodbye, right? Your course has been finished, but some of you has managed to become a fluent speaker, some of you come to a satisfactory level, some of you are not, as satisfied as you wanted to be when you started your journey. But I want to assure that the Academy never says goodbye. We are always here to respond to any of your questions. Your course finishing doesn't mean that your service taking for Junior Academy has come to an end. I always tell to everybody in my Facebook post, in my classroom, that all of the students of mine are just similar to my younger brothers at my home. So I consider our class as a home, I consider my students as a family, and this is the motivation behind my extra service that I try to give to my students, and most of you appreciate it. So whenever you need anything, and whenever you face any challenge in English speaking or any kinds of English other module, I am just one message or one call away. You just can call me, and you are more than welcome to visit my office. And I would be unhappy if you just detach your relationship with Junaid Academy after the course, because maybe you think that this is the end. No, our relationship is for the whole life, right? We have made some friends here. The friendship will last forever. I have came to know you. I have become one of your acquaintance, probably one of your dear person. I hope so. And there is no doubt that you are my dearest persons or students, right? So I hope that you do not think that this is the end of our relationship. We will continue, we will keep in touch, and we will keep shining in our life, and you will progress. I want to see that your language skill grow even further. So after the course has come to an end, whoever have problems with the materials that we have taught in the class, in the classes, you can take extra classes with no extra charges, and in your admission you were reported that you get lifelong access to our club. So this is the time when you want to continue with your club, right? Because the necessary things, whatever you need to speak English, you have learned already. The problem is maybe you have not mastered them enough to utilize in speaking. So when you see in the club other members are using them and growing with this speaking, you will feel inspired, and you will get the chance there, obviously, because we arrange the programs and activities in such a way so that everybody gets chances, and even the beginner learner can feel engaged. So I request you to join the club on a regular basis and be fluent speaker. This is the best thing, right, for what I like teaching very much. Trust me, I do not find teaching from 10 to 5 o'clock, or sometimes I work at night also until 12 o'clock for my teaching career. But I do not find this job cumbersome or hard working. It is only because of the students like you who appreciate my work, and some of you who used to be afraid of English language or the subject of English. After doing the course, you find it, manageable, or you feel confident enough to give it a shot and learn it. So I think that you will continue learning, and I congratulate you for completing the first step, which is the completion of this course. Congratulations for completing our 2-month spoken course. And the next step, maybe if you are keen on taking the IELTS test and you are planning for this, you should now get admitted or enroll yourself to our IELTS course, any of our IELTS courses, whichever suits you for your future plan. There are two kinds of IELTS, IELTS academic and GT. As general training is for the students who want to go with a work permit, and IELTS academic is for the students who want to study abroad or study overseas. So make your plan. If your target is only to be fluent speaker, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to enroll to any of the courses. You just continue learning. You are welcome to join the extra classes. And if you are interested in taking IELTS test, you should enroll yourself as soon as possible. I believe that I will be able to ensure the best possible service to you. So, what's more, maybe I want to add some words in Bangla language, because this is the most favorite language, and in speaking which language we feel most proud. আমার বক্তব্য মোটামুটি শেষ, ঠিক আছে না? সো এখন আমি সামান্য দুই একটা ওয়ার্ড, যেহেতু বাংলাই আমাদের মাতৃভাষা এবং আমরা সবচেয়ে বেশি ভালো অনুভব করি যখন আমরা বাংলাতে কথা বলি, তাই না? সো বাংলাতে কয়েকটা কথা অ্যাড করতে চাই, এবং যেগুলো বলার ছিল আমি বলে ফেলেছি। তারপরে আমি এইটা শুধুমাত্র আমার ফিলিংসটা ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ টিচিং নিয়ে, এবং বিশেষ করে ব্যাচ 25কে টিচিং নিয়ে, টিচিং 25কে পড়ানো নিয়ে আমি আবার একটু বলতে চাই।